or era to
Yeah,
describe it.
and I guess because we're along that subject, and I did want to highlight some things of that in the lead up to your career, like late '90s, early 2000s. But because you won with Amazing Grace, there's a story behind making that music video that I would love for you to share. Because there's a testimony to that of someone that was unrelated to the production that was kind of interrupting you, and to talk about that. I believe you know what I'm referring to, but
Yes,
can you share that,
yes,
please?
yeah, this, you know, I this song has always been my favorite song,
Mhm.
favorite hymn, Amazing Grace, and I must have recorded it 4, maybe 5 times actually in my lifetime. And I recorded it in '93, and then I recorded it again in 2014 or 15, and that's the version you're referring to, where we go from different style, from African music, and to Gaelic, to, a cappella, and then make it more, stream, you know, uh, pop at the end. And I wanted to include different style of the song this time because it had never been done like that. And I
Mhm.
wanted to show that everyone's invited to this amazing grace. Everybody's invited to this big banquet that God is giving us.
Yeah.
And so we brought a lot of different colors throughout the song. And one of the scenes, uh, we actually started with that scene, which was going to be the ending of the video.
Mm.
And the vision was to have people, um, about 100 people on the beach, dressed with a robe, like a choir robe, right? And they would be at the beach at sunrise, and we'd shape them like a cross at
Mm.
sunrise. So if you can imagine, like the sun, so it's just a beautiful vision. And then so I'm here praying. I said, God, it's going to cost a lot of money for this production because we had 3 day shoots. And I said, why am I doing this? Is that me again that heard that it was what you wanted me to do, or just me doing it because I want to do it? And so that's always a question for me to try to get myself out of the way here. And I said, give me a sign, please, that I'm here. I'm supposed to be there. And then a few minutes later, this woman walks by, and she sees that I'm directing this, and so she tries to grab my attention. And I said, "Hey, I really don't have the physical time to talk to you right now because if you're opening a scene at sunrise, the window is very short. You
Yeah.
don't want to miss it, right?" And so, but something, as she's really insisting, and something is pulling me to say, "Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. That's all I
Mm.
can give you." And then she shares her story. She said, "I have to tell you this. Last night would have been the 30th anniversary to what would have been my daughter. But I committed, she had an abortion 30 years ago, and she was praying, remembering that date and praying that God has forgiven her.
Yeah.
I think we know that God forgives, and I think the problem is that she hadn't forgive herself
Yeah.
for whatever reason. I don't have an opinion on what happened for her, but my point is she asked for a sign that God had forgiven her. Now, mind that it's about 4:30, close to 5 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black. She's walking on the beach, right? And then we had huge speakers playing the playback of the song Amazing Grace on the beach. So she's hearing out of nowhere, because it's pitch black, this huge, sound of the song Amazing Grace. And that's as she approaches to the location where the sound is coming from, she sees about 100 people dressed in robe that look like angels and shaping the
Mhm.
cross, right? So she got her answer, and then I got mine, and it was so moving. I said, "Okay, we gotta move on, but I want you to be part of that cross." So if you see the video, it's that lady with a black shirt, um,
Mm.
so she was part of the final edit,
Yeah.
and
No,
part of the
that's.
TV special as well, because her story was so amazing, you know? When
Oh,
you
oh, yeah.
and so God shows up when we ask, with genuine intentions.
Yes. Yes.